Taliban took over Kabul almost a week ago, and since the 15th August, thousands have gathered at the Hamid Karzai airport in a hope to leave Afghanistan to secure a future for themselves and their families, one without the Taliban in the picture. The visuals on your screen right now show the Kabul airport compound where people are anxiously waiting for their turn to flee, a desperate attempt to leave the country. There are people of different nationalities who are now stranded in the strife-torn country as Afghanistan rapidly plunged into a crisis in front of our eyes. Thousands of Afghan nationals too want to flee their homeland, fearing a reprisal from the Taliban. The Kabul airport is seemingly divided in two parts as of now. On one side, you have the American soldiers guarding it from the inside, while the Taliban members control the periphery. Armed with the menacing AK-47s, they keep shoving and pushing the crowd.
The valleys that you see behind me have been attacked by the Afghan Taliban. They're in the main city chowk that is known as Vilayat-e-Wardak. Intermittent firing being done because there are scores of people, and then there are people who don't even have their passports.
Beyond World is One has been keeping you up front with all the happening updates from the epicenter of the crisis, piecing together all the happenings as the Taliban continues to tighten its control. In the last few days, we have reported the chaos unfolding at the Kabul airport. A stampede-like situation, forces tackling the desperate crowds, and gunshots being fired.
In the main city chowk that is known as Vilayat-e-Wardak. Intermittent firing being done because there are scores of people, and then there are people.
Several times a day, even today, our correspondent Anas Malik witnessed intermittent gunfire, as we just showed you, which resonates around the Kabul airport.
I'm standing on the northern side of the military side of the Kabul airport. To my left, if my camera person can show you as well, there are scores of people, those who have been here for over a week now in a bid to flee the country. You'd see passport holders from Norway, from Germany, from Afghans who are passport holders of British passport holders as well, and they're complaining of the lack of coordination. We've seen intermittent firing being done because there are scores of people, and then there are people who don't even have their passports and who don't even have a valid visa, let alone passport, but they are so desperate to flee from here as the Taliban have overrun the country. We've seen people falling unconscious as well. Shots like these can be heard every now and then. Quite literally, I've been here, and to be fair, it is a terrifying sight to witness. Anas Malik in Kabul, Afghanistan, for Beyond World is One.
As shocking and desperate scenes unfold in Kabul, the U.S. Embassy issued a security alert for the American citizens stuck in Afghanistan. It said that because of potential security threats outside the gates at the Kabul airport, we are now advising U.S. citizens to avoid traveling to the airport and to avoid the airport gates at this time unless you receive individual instructions from a U.S. government representative to do so. Now, earlier, the U.S. President Joe Biden acknowledged the challenges of evacuating U.S. citizens from Afghanistan. When asked about how people themselves have to ensure their way to the airport with armed Taliban representatives present at every nook and corner of the city, Biden said that the Taliban will allow all those with the U.S. exit card to pass through. Beyond World is One.